All right, Leo. The underlying energy that we're working with this week is the Page of Cups. That speaks to me of expression of emotions, communicating through your emotions, speaking how you feel. So that could be a problem at this time. This could be the energy of someone offering you love, or you offering love at this time, as well. So this week is all about expressing them feelings, expressing how you feel, and what makes that heart pump. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into the rest of this reading here. Alright, the heart of the reading is the Six of Cups. This basically speaks of the past, nostalgia, past life relationships. This is also familiar. This is not familiar situation. Well, it can be a familiar situation if it can bring back some memories. This is also like reflection on the past, right? Especially with you having the Hermit being crossing that. This is possibly about reflecting on the past, looking back in the past, finding answers within yourself, in pretty much, figuring out what you need to know. Because this is about you guys, right? So this is also the reclusive energy as well. So you guys are not just only like taking time out to yourself and retreating. This is also you guys kind of staying away from people, kind of reserving and kind of keeping to yourself. So this could be speaking of could be something that happened in the past where you kind of stuck in, kind of not opened up and not expressed how you felt. This is very weird, Leo, because you guys always express yourselves. That's just how you guys work. You guys are the expressionaires, okay? But you guys are feeling a little more reclusive this time, or you guys need that time to to find answers to yourself, but you can't. You guys are always in the limelight all the time. Maybe you guys want to have that time to yourself. But this is about reflecting in the past. This is finding answers within the past. Or this is looking within yourself in the past, right? And this is all in regards to expressing yourself, expressing your feelings. The Sun is all about clarity. It's all about clarity, happiness, potential happiness. But since it's in the crowning energy, and the crowning energy is the advice card of the reading, this is saying to be clear, to see things clearly, speak with clarity, be yourselves pretty much in a way, because this is Leo, right? This card represents Leo, the Sun. So this is about being yourself, express yourself, be exactly what Leo is supposed to be, and be who you are. Be that bright sun in the sky, that flamboyant person that everybody just wants to get to know, right? Be the sun, okay? Be yourselves, guys. Connect. Don't be Virgo. Don't be Virgo. Because that's what Hermit is. Hermit's Virgo. They take the time out. They look at the details. They overanalyze. But they get the stuff done that they need to within themselves. They go off on their own. They find their connection. And then they come back all strong as if nothing happened, right? But that's not you guys. You guys are Leo. So this is the time for you guys to express, to be vibrant and radiate the heat of the sun. Now, in the past, you guys had the King of Swords. Usually I see the kings as outside people and the queens as you guys. But something's telling me that this is more centered. You guys see yourselves as the ultimate, right? Who wouldn't see you guys as the ultimate? But this is about someone that speaks their truth, but also someone that's very detached, someone that was not connecting with their feels, and someone that was very good at communicating. But they were also not someone that's very serious, and then someone that didn't play many games, right? Someone that was like, you know what? You fucking lied to me. I'm gonna cut your head off. They're aggressive like that only because they have a soft inside. They're very fudgy. And they're very sensitive in the inside. They have this harsh looking exterior to protect themselves. So this could be very well you guys. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you guys have dealt with or are dealing with right now presently, or you met in the past. But this could be very well you guys. You guys kind of like, no bullshitting. You guys, this is how you guys are. You're not playing games. You're detached. You're not focusing on your emotions. You're focusing on the logical stuff. And you're not playing any, you're not taking it. You're not having it. right? In the present, though, you guys have the Four of Pentacles. You guys are feeling more vulnerable, so you guys are kind of clamming up and kind of keeping everything to yourself. You're not expressing yourself, and that's why the Page of Cups is coming up in your underlying energy. There's no expression in emotions at this time. Either you guys are expressing it, or you guys are dealing with somebody in your relationship that isn't opening up what it feels. This is telling me this is about you guys. I mean, the Hermit isn't about anybody else but you. This is about the you. This is like the you card. Even though it's in regards to Virgo. This is, the Hermit is about inner search, inner research, pretty much. This is about looking within you. It's not looking within someone else. It's about what you guys up. This is about you guys. So with all these cards coming up, especially this one, you guys are being inclusive. Okay? This is a past life relationship that y'all are in. But y'all, it's possibly, but this is about you guys either not expressing how you feel and opening up. Okay? Because in the past, you guys were kind of feeling a little cold as ice. Now you guys are just like, I don't want to get hurt, so I'm not going to say anything. This could be you guys. Okay, this is the time to express, to be the sun, shine. Okay, because your foreseeable future is victory. Okay, let that vulnerable side shine. Okay, let that open. Use that for your advantage. That's what the Four of Pentacles is about. Take a risk, Offer that love. If you get shut down, they fucking lost out on a really good person. Because you are worth a relationship. You are worth love. So, how you guys see your future, though, is happiness. So, you guys see recognition. You guys are like the sun. Victory. Okay? So, that's how you guys see your future. And I think that's awesome. So, to resonate the whole, to summarize the whole reading here, you guys have to open up. You guys have to express how you feel. This is something that's happened possibly in the past, and if you're just returning back to reclusive zone, don't do that. This is the time for you guys to open up. Be who you are, right? Be that Leo energy, because you guys are Leos. Shine. You guys could have dealt with somebody that was very, cold and detached at the time, and now you kind of feel like you don't want to express yourself either. But you guys have victory in your future, okay? So that right there should just give you that incentive to go be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna find victory in anything, okay? So I have hope and I have faith that you guys will prevail from this. Now, your outcome is the Five of Wands. This is speaking of an intense change happening. It can be kind of, like I said, intense. But the thing about Five of Wands is that it's short-lived. It doesn't last very long. It's very, very short-lived energy. Very short-lived change. So expressing your feelings, obviously, opening up that vulnerable part of yourself is going to be very, very, very intense. Right? It's going to be super intense. But you got victory there. And it's a change that's going to be happening. It's going to be an intense change, but it's worth it. It's going to be worth it at the end. Short-lived. It's only going to be kind of like, oof, in the beginning and through it. But once you through it, you're going to be so happy you did. So, it's all about speaking clarity and speaking your truth, guys. Alright. Let's pull a Romance Angels card for y'all. Okay. So, was it too many? Let's see. Wow, reconciliation. Now, check out Gemini's, because Gemini had reconciliation in their reading as well. Now, this could be someone that you're dealing with from the past here. Like I said before, this is possibly a past life relationship you had. This doesn't have to necessarily mean, like, reincarnation, if that makes sense. This could be this could be an ex that you're dealing with, and you're getting that reclusive energy again. Right? They're being cold in the past, they've been cold. Now there's just no communication at all, because people are feeling a little vulnerable. They don't want to express themselves. This could be you guys, like I said, because the Hermit energy is about you guys. It's about this is about you. The Hermit is you. Is focused. The focus is always on you. This is about expression. The sun is being the sun, having that clarity, being clear, you know what I'm saying? Seeing all things that were hidden by the moon and seeing everything as clearly as clear as day. So it's about having that clarity. But with reconciliation coming up, this is someone from your past returning to your life. Right? So this could be somebody coming back that reminds you, that makes you feel reclusive, that makes you kind of feel like repressed, if that makes sense. Now, the hermit energy doesn't typically speak of repression. It just means that you're going off to look for answers within yourself, right? Maybe this relationship is bringing up some old stuff that you have to find answers for, right? You're looking for answers within yourself at this time. Maybe this person that's coming back, or this relationship, or this person, your ex, is coming back into your life to make you see something that you haven't seen before, and is making you guys look internally. The advice is to be, to have clarity. Look for the answers that you seek, but also be clear. Radiate. Let's pull out wisdom of the oracle card for y'all. Pull the wisdom of the oracle card. Okay. The card that we got for you guys is the fork in the road. This is kind of like the Two of Wands, where you have to figure out the path that you have to take. This is a decision card. This is a time of making decisions, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, you know what I'm saying? This is a time to make a decision. Pick which path you're willing to take. This is like I said, just like the Two of Wands. So, with this time needed in, hermit mode, taking this time to look within yourself, being that reclusive energy, if you're going to go through it, find the answers that you need so that way you have clarity to make the decision that you need to make. All right? Speak your truth, express how you feel, because this is all about expression, especially about how you guys feel internally. Okay, this is clarity about how you guys feel and how to communicate that. Okay, the King of Swords isn't just someone that's cold and detached. This is someone that was very good at communicating, someone that's very logical but excellent at communication. Right now, there's some stuff going on where you're not expressing that feeling, and you're trying to, this is a time to figure out why. This is something that's happened in the past. You guys have victory here, have potential happiness. It's good, but you have to be able to open up. It's gonna feel intense, but it's all worth it. All right, Leo. Working with a different spread here. We're going to do bi-weekly readings, and I'll explain each placement as I go along. The first card that we're working with is the Knight of Cups, and this is about how you feeling, how are things going on in your present. This is you at this current time. So this is the Knight of Cups. This is a knight that is focused on what he wants, focused on his passions, more so his desires. He's a very romantic knight. Okay, he's actually the knight in shining armor. He's all about the romance, and he's looking to offer his love to someone near and dear, someone that is worthy of his cup. Okay, so this is you guys at this time. You guys are looking to possibly offer love at this time, or you guys are being offered love right now by someone that's a younger Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or perhaps this is you guys being very focused on what you guys want right now. And let's go ahead and look at your goal to figure out exactly what you guys are wanting here. The Three of Pentacles. You guys are wanting to plan for the future with a group, possibly with your partner. So this is discussing the details, going through practical stuff, along with emotional stuff towards the future. So this is all about working and taking action in regards to making your future more tangible for you. Okay, this is where you guys want to be. This is what you guys are wanting. This is why you guys are the Knight of Cups. You want that to plan the future. You guys want that excitement of looking towards the future with plans all set in place. However, what is keeping you guys from doing these things here is the Nine of Swords. So this is about worry, stress, depression. So there's some sadness going on right now, or there's some sleepless nights at this time, lack of sleep, due to some possibly some worry at this time. Maybe there's some worry that isn't too worrisome. So like basically saying like, well, basically what I'm trying to say here is that there's possibly some worry that can be easily worked out, or maybe there's a situation that is a bit overwhelming, but it's more so it's a bigger problem than it is actually what it actually is. So there's possibly some worry that isn't too bad. That this isn't exactly like this detriment. Like anything can be fixed. And this card is saying that you're worrying too much at this time. There is always worry when it comes to planning for the future. And there's always worry in regards to somebody that possibly not, declining your offer at this time, possibly, right? But perhaps this worry isn't exactly necessary. So, but what's keeping you guys is this worry, is this stress, is this depression. And the advice given for you guys about it is the Seven of Wands. So this is the stand your ground card. It's putting your chest out, getting your weapon ready, and staying on defense. Being on defense is the big key here for you guys. This is the main advice for you all. Standing your ground. Letting the air do whatever it wants. As you see, the clouds are puffing, and it shows of a pretty stormy day, right? It's about to be stormy, as you see in the background here. The clouds get darker, but he's going to stand through that storm until it changes into something different, until it changes to clear skies. He's not going to move from that placement at all. This isn't saying that, to be absolutely stiff, but it's to remain true to yourself. It's, to speak firm in who you are, and stand your ground about who you are, about what you want. Be able to, don't let go of what you want. What you want is just as important, okay? And this saying to just, to stand your ground with it. The other additional advice cards that we have here is Romance Angels, and this is codependency. Addictions are affecting your love, your romantic life. For this card, this is possibly saying that perhaps maybe there's some attachments to something, or there's some unhealthy attachments going on right now that is actually affecting your relationship. Now, since you have the Knight of Cups there, this could be speaking of possibly a drug issue, but it's very faint. There's no devil anywhere, so I can't say so for sure. But the cups are water signs. Pisces is a water sign, but it's ruled by Neptune. Neptune, it's all about illusions, drugs, things to take you away from reality. It's all about fantasy. So with this card coming up with the Knight of Cups, perhaps there's some people that have a bit of a drug addiction at this time. Someone that you're possibly dealing with as a drug addiction, or there's some drugs involved in this. But like I said, there is no devil. There's no other indication that there's drugs involved. So there could just be a very unhealthy attachment to something, or some sort of perhaps some sort of connection, or just a basic habit. Maybe some unhealthy habits that are keeping you guys keeping the relationship kind of stagnant. And that's what's causing this worry that keep you from planning for the future. There could be some codependency here in the relationship as well. That's causing some worry as well. Okay, but the main advice is stand your ground, guys. Stand your ground. And for the final card here, we have the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is another advice card. This is saying to be firm on your beliefs, to be sure, to have common sense, and to be able to know what's very important to you guys. But also allow yourself to be open to learning something new, to adjust to new means. This is allowing yourself to be more flexible in the environment that you're in. If you feel like there's no way to go about a certain path in your life. Allow yourself to be open and receive information for you to be more flexible in your life. To be like a tree, how a tree is with the storm versus how a building is. The building will crumble if the storm hits it hard enough, but the tree, it bends and it whips and it does all these things and it doesn't end up breaking. Okay, maybe a couple branches do, but only those that are kind of dried and they're kind of old and you don't flex anymore. But the purpose of the tree is that it bends with the environment around them. It's flexible so that it doesn't break easily, like something that's very easy or very stiff, like a building. So this is saying, allow yourself to be flexible. Allow yourself to learn something new. Have an open mind. This is the perfect time for that. Highly advised to have an open mind at this time. And you guys will get through this situation with your heads held high and future planning that you guys have been absolutely deserving of.